Sepp, I have a piece of paper for my memory.
Excuse me, sir.
During the last race in
Excuse me, sir.
Silverstone.
Excuse me, sir.
Walter Koster, Saarbrücker Zeitung, sorry. During the last race in Silverstone, your teammate Kimi asked for more power, but his engineer refused his wish. Kimi answered indignantly, "It's not permitted to me to think for myself." Question: to what extent can you make your own decisions on track, and how much is decided remotely on your behalf by the team? I can tell you all that I know a lot of people who don't watch Formula One because technique is too complicated and they feel the races are manipulated. Formula One seems to be more removed from the fans than before. Do you agree with this? And please remember my first question.
I don't remember the question. Well, I think...
You make your own decision.
Yeah, I remember the question. So, what was the question? No.
Charles, before I start my question, I had to remind you of 5 races. I read it quickly. No doubt you have had more good races than bad ones. But if we stick to the less good races with bad luck and mishaps such as Baku, where the Ferrari hit the barriers, in Bahrain, where you lost the lead due to an engine problem, in Austria, where you catched by Max, in Monaco, your first home race was very disappointing with the last place, and probably the low point in Hockenheim, it was a mistake of the driver. And last in Brazil, the finish after hard battle with your teammate. Now my question to the pop star of Formula One. What was your best race among your worst races? Can you give us, please, a ranking regarding your 5 not-so-good races, starting with the worst? I'm a polite person or man. Please excuse this question, but I still hope for an answer. Thank you.
Wow.
That was a long question. Congratulations. Kevin, you can start.
I'm in trance. Well, you are the pop star. So yeah. First of all, can you sing?
Yeah, I can sing. I won't sing now, but I can sing. I don't know. I have no idea what was.
2 sentences.
Kevin?
You have to rank your 5
worst
races.
Worst races?
Yeah.
5 worst Okay, that was a simple question. So...
What's the best race among the worst races?
So the top 5 best and top 5 worst?
Wow.
Take your time, Vic.
Can you... We got a lot of time, so...
Only a ranking of your worst races.
Your 5 worst races, please.
Okay.
Wait,
so
are we going to make it more complicated? Like this year or like in his career?
So, my worst race this year was probably Brazil. Second one, Monaco. Third one... Yeah, that's 2. That's good, no?
That's enough.
Yeah, thank you.
He's had a good season.
Gentlemen, a short view back to the past. 30 years ago, Niki Lauda told us, take a monkey, place him into the cockpit, and he is able to drive the car. 30 years later, Sebastian told us, I had to start my car like a computer. It's very complicated. And Nico Rosberg said he pressed during the race, I don't remember what race, the wrong button on the wheel. Question for you two both. Is Formula One driving today too complicated with 20 and more buttons on the wheel? Are you too much under effort, under pressure? What are your wishes for the future concerning the technical program during the race? Less buttons, more, or less and more communication with your engineers?
Can I ask you who that question is to? Who do you want to answer it? Who's it to?
He said it's
Oh, sorry. I'll beg your
Nico
pardon.
and myself. So.
Sorry.
You didn't listen. Can you repeat the question?
Luis, in a few weeks you will receive your champion award, but there are still other awards, like for the Rookie of the Year, the Personality of the Year, and the Action of the Year. And now the Mercedes tire Q had won for first time the first fastest pit stop award. Do you think, now my question, that there are enough awards, or can you imagine several other awards, for example, like an award for a fair play, for a special friendly action, or there are no friendly action in Formula One? What's your opinion and the opinion of Sebastian and Ricardo for this subject?
Fair play goes to
That's a good question.
Luis, I want to remind you politely of your promise you have given 2 years ago. Quote, in 10 years, you will have to buy my book and can read the explanation for the change of my and Nico's mechanics crew. It was a good question. It will be an interested read. Do you remember? Now 2 years are over, and I want to know if you already have started writing your book. I am now 69 and have the intention to buy and read it. I hope I will still have the chance in my life. Is it okay so far?
That's a good one.
I remember as well.
I said 10 years ago, 2 years ago. Yeah. I've got a while now, so you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. You got 8 more years to go.
Don't make him wait. Say it now. You know.
8 more years, so I've got a little bit time to prepare. But I haven't planned to do anything anytime soon. I really don't have any intentions to do a book. Are you going to do a book? Or you done it already?
Yeah, I will next year. But look at him. You should say something. You know, he deserves it. You know, after the long question.
It was a promise.
Yes.
But I said in 10 years, though, right? Yeah. So you got
now only 8 years.
Yeah. There's 8 years to go. Okay. So every year from now on, you're going to remind me. The countdown.
Yes, I will remind you.
Okay. Sounds good.